Greetings, friends, and welcome to Enigma Night Gaming. My name is Liara, and I will be your guide in today's adventure. Today we're playing King's Quest VI, and in today's episode, we begin our journey as Prince Alexander. He's seeking Princess Kassima, who lives in the land of the Green Isles. This land is filled with dangers, magic, and all kinds of perils lurk around every corner. Will Prince Alexander survive them? Well, without further ado, let's hop into the game. Long ago, in the castle of a kingdom called Daventry. Oh boy.
Alexander, here you are. Oh, you're still not thinking about Kassima, are you?
I suppose I am.
Son, it's been months. You've got to pull yourself together. After all,
boy.
you only met her that once.
I know.
Yeah?
Have you discovered anything about the land of the Green Isles?
No. No one's even heard of it. It's like she's just vanished.
I wish I could help. Please try to think about something else, dear.
I'll try, Mother.
Oh boy. So Kassima was the princess that helped King Graham in our last game. Despite his family's concern, Alexander, I didn't see, remains with his thoughts of Kassima. He can't get over her thinking about her. What's going to happen? It's the magic mirror. Oh boy. All these epic graphics. It's Kassima.
Alexander, I feel so alone. I don't know what to do. Alexander, I wish you were here.
Kassima! Wait! Mother! Mother, come quick!
Queen Valenice, you're gonna show her.
Alexander, what on earth? You're white as a ghost.
Mother, I saw Kassima. She was in the mirror.
In the mirror? The magic mirror?
Yes! And it showed me how to find her.
How?
The stars! I saw the stars outside her window. I can
boy.
navigate by the stars.
Oh, Alexander, if you really go...
It will be all right, Mother. I promise.
Alright. 3 long months, Prince Alexander sailed the known seas and beyond. So he's trying to navigate by the stars to find her. Oh boy. The birds. Will he find it? Let's see. Whee! Where is the ship? We see birds, but where is the ship? We've turned into a bird. We're now traveling as a bird. I mean, to be fair, he did have that ability in his game. So, all right, there we go. He's on his ship looking through his looking glass, his spyglass. The royal ship. I would think that a royal ship would have a lot more sailors on it. But it's almost like it's just him. Like, I see no other people on that ship. It's the royal kingdom of Daventry, but we have no workers in our kingdom. It's just the royal family. Like a handful of people. They gotta stay back and, like, grow the crops. Where is this island? This, the Green Isles. The land of the Green Isles. Are you going to find it? Let's see. I feel like you've surely done a 360 by now. Ah, there we go. Land. We've spotted land, guys.
Land ho! Land ho! Land ho!
Land ho! Alright, there's the sailors. Where were they? My goodness. Hours pass. We're sailing. We're almost there. We'll get there by sunset, guys. Just gonna sail right into the harbor. Where are we going to end up? The music's getting intense. As the ship nears the shore, day turns to night and the sea turns violent. Uh-oh. It's a storm, guys. Oh, he's getting dangerously near the rocks. That's not good. The ship's gonna crash. Yeah, that doesn't seem good. Well then. Oh boy. And the ship has gone down. Oh man. Oh boy.
Alexander awakens to find himself on an unfamiliar beach. For a moment, he is too dazed to remember how he got here.
Okay.
Then, he does remember. The shipwreck. The sea. Just as he had seen his men safely into the lifeboats, a gigantic wave picked him up and tossed him overboard into the churning sea.
Oh boy.
That was the last he'd seen of his crew. Debris from the shipwreck is scattered along the shore, but of the lifeboats and his men, there is thankfully no trace. He can only
hopefully
hope
they
and pray
survived.
that the lifeboats survived the currents, and that his men made their way safely back to Daventry.
Exactly. Okay, I see something glittering right here.
Alexander's royal insignia ring lies abandoned on the sand. It
That's
must have slipped
probably
from his
important.
finger during the shipwreck. Fortunately, it was not lost in the sea.
Alright, well that is probably important. So let's grab it.
Alexander picks up his royal insignia ring from the beach.
Okay, what else do we got here? We got some logs.
A long plank lies on the beach. No doubt it once belonged to Alexander's ship.
Can we move it, perhaps? Like, maybe there's something under it?
Alexander pushes the plank to one side. A box has been partially buried under sand.
Okay, well, let's take the box. Oh, what is this?
There's a copper coin in the treasure box.
Okay.
The coin bears the seal of Daventry and King Graham's noble face.
Well, we have some money then. Let's take
There's
it.
nothing of interest in that part of the box.
I want to just grab the coin, please.
Alexander takes the coin and leaves the ruined box where it is.
Okay. What else do we got? There's more debris. Probably nothing of interest, though.
Broken pieces of Alexander's ship litter the beach.
Okay. What about this rock?
Rocks abound on this lush volcanic isle.
Oh, it's a volcanic isle? Okay, we got a path here?
Alexander is standing on a beach littered with debris from his shipwreck. A path leads north into the lush green island. An occasional breeze rustles the nearby foliage.
Okay, let's head into the island's interior. What do we got here?
A hollow in the trunk of the old tree forms a perfect nesting place for wildlife.
Okay, is there anything in there? Let's see.
Alexander examines the tree's hollow, but finds nothing of interest.
Okay, what about the tree itself?
A grand old tree stretches its luxurious limbs out over the crossroads.
Okay, what about this rock?
Rocks abound on this lush volcanic isle.
Okay, so nothing special about that. We got the castle over here.
In the distance, a majestic castle shines in the sun.
I assume that's where Kassima would be. Is this the town?
To the left, a small village seems to invite the weary traveler.
Okay, well, what happens if we go to town? Because we want to talk to Kassima, right? So let's see. What's going to happen? Anything? Are those dogs?
Two guards take their stance in front of the castle doors. They look quite fierce and have the stiff, blank expression of soldiers on formal duty.
Okay, what is this?
There's a little hut just off the path. Perhaps the guard dogs have an occasional use for it, but it looks empty now.
The guard dogs.
The castle appears to be of Moorish architecture. Its marbled walls and delicate inlaid mosaics are unlike anything Alexander has ever experienced before. His own home, though lovely and dear to his heart, seems rough-hewn compared to this delicate beauty.
Okay. Can we go into the guard hut? Maybe we could hide here sometime. What if we talk to them?
If Alexander wishes to speak here, perhaps he should address the guard dogs.
Yeah, that's who I want to talk to. Hello?
Alexander politely addresses the odd-looking guards at the castle doors, hoping to learn more about his predicament.
Good day to you, guards. I was cast upon this island in a storm, and I'm a little confused about my location. Could you tell me what place this is and who lives in this castle?
Hey, what is that you say? A castaway? A likely story. We haven't had any foreigners in this part since Alhazred arrived.
Hazard?
Don't be so rude, Gruff. He's not asking for any secrets. You're standing on the Isle of the Crown, lad, and this is the Castle of the Crown. The royal family resides here. Rather, what's left of the royal family.
The Isle of the Crown. But tell me, am I anywhere near the land of the Green Isles?
This is the land of the Green Isles.
Okay.
The Isle of the Crown is the main island, foolish boy.
Then Princess Kassima must live in this very castle.
Does
Aye,
she?
the princess is indeed our treasured jewel to guard, and we consider it an honor.
Will they say anything else?
Excuse me, guardsmen. Guard dogs. I've been traveling for months to see Princess Kassima. I would like an audience, please.
I'm sorry, but the princess is not receiving visitors, particularly not strangers.
Okay. Well, what's around this way? We'll have to see. Can we climb up this?
Vines have begun to climb the castle's stucco walls.
Can we climb it?
The vines are too flimsy to support Alexander.
Okay. Is there anything down here? Like, can we continue on around?
The narrow path ends abruptly at a pile of boulders.
So no. Is there anything about this pile of
The
leaves?
bushes near the side wall of the castle have been left natural and unsculptured.
Okay. Is there anything about this window?
The side of the castle is one big blank wall.
I don't know what we do with that. I don't know. Can we go over this way?
That way is blocked by heavy foliage.
Okay, so I guess we go back to the path. Maybe we just go check out what's in town. Maybe we can get some more information. We'll have to see. They mentioned somebody who came to town, so I don't know. Let's head to town and see what we can learn. Maybe we can get some more information. All right. Pawn shop.
The sign says pawn shop. The pawn shop window has the words curios and antiques painted on it. What an
Okay.
interesting looking shop.
We have a little bell here.
The village buildings are made of rough sandstone stucco. This one houses a pawn shop at the street level and features rough wooden supports accenting the roof line. Steps lead up to the shop door.
Is this something we can take here?
There's a battered wicker chest in front of a shop.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
The sign above the door says Ali's Books.
Okay. I'm noticing a
Old
theme.
lamps for new. Old lamps for new.
All right, let's
An
go
old
look at
beggar
him.
is peddling his wares in the village. He offers a variety of lamps, all neatly lined up on a long pole.
This game is a classic. Also love old lamps for new, man. Thanks for the follow, KR Curie.
Old lamps for new.
Welcome in.
Old
right.
lamps for new.
Okay, my guy, let's go talk to you. Hello? Oh, there's a lady there?
Good day, peddler.
Good day, sir. If you would like to get one of my fine new lamps, I'll need an old lamp in trade.
Okay.
Isn't it a rather bad business? Taking old lamps and giving new lamps in exchange?
Well, there's always a chance that I'll find a genie.
I mean, that is the right
genie,
theme.
I'd be richer than a king. Besides, there's always a roaring business in antique luminaries.
Uh-huh. All right, is there anything in this basket? It's like behind me over here in the
Alexander is
grass.
standing on a sunny village
No,
street.
okay.
There are open
So
shops
it's
to
just
his right,
describing
a hard-packed path beneath his feet,
the
and
village.
palm trees waving over his head. To the north,
Well-
a key-shaped arch leads to another part of the village.
All right, let's go check out the pawn shop then and see maybe they'll have an old lamp that we can trade.
Good day.
Hello? How are you?
Good day, merchant. What can you tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I can tell you she is in a dark time. Without the ferry, communication between the islands has ground to a halt, and
Without the
so
ferry,
nearly has
huh?
my business. Why the long ages of peace have ended, and why the crown has not done something about it is beyond me.
I mean, they're
But
dogs.
then, I am a shopkeeper, not a politician, and can only hope for better days.
Okay, well, let's look around a little bit. We got a crystal ball here.
The land of the Green Isles must have at least one inhabitant with interest in the mystical, for a crystal ball has been traded in, along with the more common household goods.
All right, we got a giant bear
Towering
here.
mightily over the other pawn shop curiosities, the stuffed bear makes an ostentatious display.
All right, what about this little crow?
The pawn shop's counter is made of a sturdy teak. The wood is well worn by eager hands and well oiled by the shop's faithful keeper.
Well, what about this guy, though?
Alexander takes a closer look at the items on the counter.
Okay. So we've got what? We've got a bird.
I see you have noticed my mechanical nightingale. She is made of plain tin, but she sings the sweetest song you can imagine, barely distinguishable from the real thing.
Okay. We have a flute.
The flute is only made of
Going to
plain
lurk?
wood, but its notes are fine
Happy
and true.
lurking. Okay, so we got a flute and then a paintbrush.
Yes, the painter's brush. It was well used by one of the island's best painters. There's a lot of creativity in that brush, and
Okay.
its bristles are still in good condition.
And then what is this, like a candlestick
Have you
holder?
an interest in tinder boxes? This
Oh,
one
a
is
tinder
only
box.
slightly battered. It holds a good supply of flint, a sturdy striking pad, and even a candle in case you find yourself with naught else to hold the flame.
Okay. I don't know what we would need, but how
I'm
much does he
interested
want
in
for
that
him?
mechanical nightingale on the counter.
What do you desire to give me in trade? The items on the front counter are all of equally slight value, worth only a copper or two. They are
We
handy
do
items
have a
nonetheless.
coin. Could we give him our coin? Let's see.
I have this copper coin. Is it of any value to you at all?
Most interesting. I have never seen a Daventry coin before, but it is copper genuine enough. I might even find a buyer who is interested in foreign currency.
Yeah?
The items on the front counter are the only things in the store that I can let go for the price of 1 copper. You may make your choice from there.
Okay.
Alexander looks at the items on the counter to make his selection.
Well, I'm not sure what we would want, but let's just go for this
That
bird.
mechanical nightingale looks intriguing. I believe I'll take it.
Very well. Your coin is well spent. Remember, this is a pawn shop. I am always willing to take back my own goods in trade.
Okay.
I'll remember. Thank you.
All right, so now what's this blue bowl over here?
An elegant little glass dish decorates the countertop. The dish is full of green mints offered for the enjoyment of the customer.
Okay, well, we're a customer. Can we take one?
Alexander takes a mint.
Okay. What else do we got
The
here?
back wall of the shop holds various odds and ends. For example, a hull hole detector for finding
hull
those
hole
hard-to-spot
detector?
holes in small sailboats.
I mean, I guess. All right, what about back here?
The back wall of the shop holds various bottles and potions. For example, a bottle labeled Owl Courage Potion for
Owl
spineless
Courage?
owls.
Okay. What is this?
The pawn shop is a dimly lit place with a slightly musty smell. Curiosities litter every corner and every shelf. For sale are articles that range from the bizarre to the commonplace, from the
Okay.
priceless to the practical.
What about this drum?
A small red drum beats no more on the shelves of the pawn shop.
We got these wings.
A strange-looking winged device occupies one corner of the room. It is frail with disuse. Alexander finds it intriguing. Perhaps he thinks it was once used in a local sporting event, in which enthusiasts jumped from cliffs, glided on air currents, and then attempted to land, frequently crunching a bone or two in the process. Alexander shudders at the thought and decides to stick to dragon slaying.
Dragon slaying is so much safer. Can we do anything with like this drum?
Alexander's musical abilities have always leaned more towards wind instruments.
Okay. What about the crystal ball?
Alexander will know his future soon enough if he just keeps on with his adventure. It wouldn't be fair to peek.
It wouldn't be fair to peek. Okay. Well, we haven't found a lamp yet. Maybe, I guess, let's go check out the bookstore, Ali's Books. Hey, thanks for the follow, Elidaris.
Hello.
Welcome in.
I will be right up.
Okay. Who are you?
Now, what can I do for you?
Who are you?
An old man occasionally steals sidelong glances at Alexander from under a concealing hood.
Okay, what is this?
There's a small table near the door that bears a sign. The
You're a
sign has
lurker.
undergone a
No
number
problem.
of changes.
Happy lurking.
It once read 10 pence, but that was crossed out and replaced with 5 pence, then 1 pence, then free.
Free.
The sign currently reads, "Take one, please."
Take one, please. Okay.
Only one book remains on the table.
We'll
It
take
looks
one.
like the bookshop owner really wants to get rid of that book.
Okay. Well, let's take it. I don't know what it is, but we'll take it.
Alexander picks up the book from the small table.
Oh, yes, please, take that book. You have my most humble thanks for doing so, good sir.
Really?
Okay.
Thanks.
What book is it? I don't know. What book is this? Let's see.
Alexander is carrying a book from the bargain table in the bookshop.
Okay, doesn't say anything about it, but okay. I guess let's go talk. Let's talk to the shopkeeper, see what he has to say.
Good day, sir. I'm a stranger in this land. What can you tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I mean, we are
That is
here.
quite a question, young man. Who are you, and what would you have me tell you?
My name is Alexander. I know I am on the Isle of the Crown, but
Right.
I'd like to know whatever you can tell me about this island, and if there are other islands nearby.
Yeah, it says something about the
You are
ferry.
indeed a
So
stranger. Anxious is the man who knows not the customs of the land beneath his feet. This island is called the Isle of the Crown because
Okay.
the royal family's castle is here. Besides the castle, we also have this village and the docks over to the west.
okay.
There are at least 3 other islands. The Isle of the Sacred Mountain, the Isle of the Beast, and the Isle of Wonder.
At
Okay.
least 3? Does no one know for certain?
This is no ordinary land, Alexander. The land of the Green Isles has always been a place of vague boundaries, as if
Vague
islands
boundaries,
come
okay.
and go.
They come and
Legend
go?
speaks of a fourth island, an isle shrouded in mists. I myself have never
Okay.
seen it. Then,
The
too,
Isle of the
the
Mist?
land of the Green Isles is said to exist on the boundaries of this world and the next. Even darker places are reputed to be closer here than anywhere else in the world.
I mean, there is a guy with a
That's
dark
quite a
cloak over
claim.
here.
Claim, yes, but probably just local superstition. We who live here on the Isle of the Crown, at least, sleep well enough at night.
Okay.
Those first 3 islands you mentioned, how might I learn more about them?
Ideally, a young man seeking such knowledge would travel to their shores and learn about them firsthand.
What?
Meeting the leaders of each place would be helpful, naturally.
Of course.
Unfortunately, the ferry no longer runs
The ferry's
between
not
the
working.
islands. There has been much political unrest, and it has been too dangerous to travel for years.
Do we need to
Perhaps the
fix the
ferryman
ferry?
can tell you more. He has little enough to do these days.
Okay.
And if you haven't been there already, you might seek an audience at the castle.
Thank you
we
kindly,
did try
Merchant,
that.
for all your good advice.
Ah, but advice is free, Alexander. Making use of it costs much more.
Okay. What is this? A book?
An antique leather-bound book is displayed on a little stand on the counter. On the elaborate cover is the title, Ye Useful Book of Magic Spells.
Oh, that could be useful. Can we buy that? Do we have any?
How much for
you
that
would want
book
for
on
that?
the counter, Merchant?
It is a fine book, is it not? I obtained it from the estate of the one and only magician this kingdom has ever had. Poofed himself into an aardvark in the end, or so I heard.
Well then.
I never found the spells all that useful myself, but then I lead a boring life. I tell you what, if you can find another rare book, something a bit
A rare
more
book?
marketable, I might be willing to exchange the spell book for it.
Okay. So we're looking for an old lamp and we're looking for a rare book. Okay, what's on this table?
There's a book entitled The Changing Role of Court Entertainers Through the Ages on the small table in the reading area. It appears that some regular customer likes that book.
Can we read it? Let's walk over here. Can we read it? Maybe there's something interesting
Alexander
in there?
rests his feet for a moment. Alexander picks up and leafs idly through a book called The Changing Role of Court Entertainers Through the Ages.
Anything interesting?
Well, that was refreshing.
Okay, what about the shelves?
These shelves hold a collection of oddly titled guidebooks. Alexander notices such books as How to Become King with Little or No Rupees Down, Finding the Right Girl with the Right Dowry, and Why Good Princesses Like Bad Wizards.
Okay. Maybe we can talk to this guy.
These shelves hold a selection of cookbooks.
Cookbooks? Do these hold different books?
Assorted travelogues and biographies are arranged on these shelves.
What about over here?
Volumes of poetry are on display on this bookshelf.
Okay. What's this?
A plaque bearing a merchant crest hangs over the doorway. The
that
bookshelf
kind of
owner
like
must be proud of his credentials.
It's kind of like your rating for
Good
your
day, sir.
restaurant.
The mysterious old man just ignores Alexander.
Rude. Okay, well, I guess let's go out. We'll go through the archway. Alright, let's head on this way. Hello? Excuse
The
me?
girl is too far away to hold a
To hold a conversation, let's walk a little closer. Hello?
The girl is too far away to hold a conversation with Alexander.
Okay.
You lazy thing! Get back to work and stay away from those roses!
Stay
I've
away from
told
the
you
roses?
a million times, those flowers are too sweet for the likes of you! You still got to do the breakfast dishes, make lunch, and clean the stables yet this morning.
It's Cinderella,
And
guys.
get your veil back on. No one wants to look at your face.
Yes, stepmother.
Wow. Yes, definitely Cinderella. My goodness. Can we take a rose?
Alexander has not been invited to pick the family's roses.
Oh, okay. Well, can we open
Alexander
the gate?
doesn't want to intrude on private property unless he's been invited.
Well, how do you knock? I mean, my goodness, let's look at it.
The entrance to the house is a time-worn wooden door.
Okay, we got a tree
Palm
over here.
trees, as graceful as gazelles, wave in the warm tropical breeze.
Is there anything we can do about this gate?
The gate is closed. It appears that the house's owners like their privacy.
I guess so. And then we have an arch of
Red
roses.
roses beautifully cover the top of the house's fence and gate arbor.
I feel like we're going to want those roses, but we'll have to see. Let's continue onward. Hello? Hello?
A young boy is happily swimming in the sea off the docks. The waters in this cove appear calm, but there's a dimpling pattern to the surface, which indicates an undertow.
Okay.
Come on.
Can we talk? Hello?
Good day. I'm Alexander. What are you doing in the sea?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm swimming. I mean, come join me. The water's wonderful. I can show you the way to the next island.
I don't think so. You seem suspicious. I'm not jumping in there with the undertow.
That's strange. The young boy in the water just disappeared. Oh well, perhaps he just dove under the water.
Yeah, he dove underwater in a crash of smoke? I don't think so. What do we got here?
A wooden door leads to the interior of the boat's cabin.
Is this like a little pipe?
A worn wooden vessel has been dry docked on a jetty. The boat is in sad shape. A hole in the hull and the condition of its boards make it obvious that the vessel is no longer seaworthy.
Oh boy. What about, is there anything about this bag?
An old canvas bag full of sand hangs off the side of the boat. It was most likely used as a bumper when docking the boat against the pier, but it's rather pointless now.
Can we take it? I don't know. Maybe we need a bag of sand.
Alexander wouldn't know what to do with the old bag of sand.
Oh, okay. Well, can we open the door and go say hi? Hello?
Yeah, what do you want?
Hi?
Alexander promises himself that he will not go home until he has determined what Kassima's feelings are for him,
I
and
want
if she
to
needs his
talk to
help.
you. Talk to you.
Excuse me. My name is Alexander. The owner of the bookshop in the village told me you might be able to help me. I hear you used to run this ferry for the islands.
Oh boy.
I'd like to talk to you if you have a moment.
You say
you?
old Allie sent you? I
Yeah.
can't see why. The ferry's not running, you know.
Well, yeah.
I understand. I'd just like to talk to you about the islands if you don't mind.
Well, I guess it'd be all right if Allie sent you. Well, don't just stand there. Come on inside.
All right. Nice. Hello, hello.
What is it you wanted to talk about, young man?
Well, how do we get to the different islands? What is this?
There's a rabbit's foot on the table. It seems
Okay.
the ferryman is counting on a little luck.
What do we got around here?
Alexander
Picture?
is sitting inside the ferry's cabin. The place displays the neatness of a seaman and the sparseness of a bachelor. There are few frills and comforts in the rough wooden environment, but the
He's got a
sunlight
lamp.
shines cheerily on the oaken beams, and the portholes admit a pleasant breeze.
What about this lamp?
Several oil lamps are strategically placed around the boat's cabin to eliminate the island's dark nights.
Maybe? All right, let's talk to him.
I'm a visitor to these islands. I'd like to learn what I can about the area.
So you said outside. What is it you want to know?
Well,
For one thing,
we want to know where
why has the
Kassima
island's
is.
only ferry been dry docked?
Huh. It just ain't
Some
safe
kind of
to sail
political
these
issues?
days. What with the islands feuding and all. Wazir Al-Hazred
Feuding?
ordered the ferry closed till things settled down.
Me?
Okay, that's the
I
second
don't
time
think
we've
she'll
heard
ever
that
see
name.
water again.
But why are the islands feuding?
You got me. Something about stolen property or some such
Stolen
thing.
property?
Tis a real shame. Things used to be so friendly.
Then
What
this
kind of stolen
unrest is
property?
recent.
A few years is all, but it's been long enough.
Perhaps if the ferry were repaired.
This old thing? This ferry's been out of water so long she's no longer even seaworthy. Her boards have dry rot. She'd fall apart at the first taste of seawater.
Well,
But there must be some way to get off this island.
maybe.
There's only one other way to travel that I know of. A magic map. The owner of the pawn shop can tell you more about that than I can, Alexander.
Okay. Okay, we'll talk to him. What about this rabbit's foot?
I see you have a rabbit's foot. Has it brought you much luck?
As you can see, my luck's been out for some time now, despite that old charm. Why don't you take it with you? Perhaps giving the darn thing away will bring me good fortune at last.
Well then.
Perhaps it will at that. Thank you.
Alright. I don't see anything else jumping out at me, so
Well,
we shake hands.
I think I'll be going now. Thanks for allowing me into your home.
Posh,
We've made a
not
friend?
at all. It breaks the boredom, if you know what I mean.
Alright. Let's go back to town and talk to the pawn shop owner again. I don't know what happened to that boy. Let's see, I don't see the girl out, so let's just continue on. Alright, let's go back to the pawn shop. Now you're in here again.
A mysterious old man also patronizes the pawn shop. He steals sidelong glances at Alexander from under his hood.
My guy?
Good day, sir.
The old man just glares at Alexander and does not reply.
Rude? Well, let's talk to the pawn shop owner.
Excuse me, merchant, but the ferryman mentioned that you might have a magic map of the land of the Green Isles.
Right?
Why, as a matter of fact, I do. I keep it under the counter. It's been gathering dust so long that I nearly forgot about it. It was quite a few years ago, you see. The estate of a wealthy wizard fell into my hands when he died. It was useless magical junk mostly, which reminds me, I've still got some things of his in the back that I need to dump out.
Oh boy.
Anyway, the magic map was the one true treasure in the lot. The wizard was quite old and feeble and had enchanted the map to aid in traveling.
Okay.
It is said that one need only desire to be on an island depicted on the map to find oneself there.
Nice.
It is a very valuable map, as you can imagine. Unfortunately, no one is interested in traveling these days. It is far too dangerous with the current state of the kingdom.
What would you take for the map?
I would normally want something magic in return, but since I am hardly overrun with prospective buyers, I would be willing to take anything of equal value in exchange.
What do we have of equal value? Let's look and see what we got. Well, the only thing we have is our signet ring, right? Will he take that?
Would you be willing to take my family ring in exchange for the magic map?
Maybe?
Daventry, are you a king then?
Oh, Prince.
No, that's my father, King Graham. I'm just Alexander.
Well, Prince Alex, she is a beautiful ring. Are you sure you can part with such a unique family heirloom?
I mean...
The ring does mean a lot to me. I didn't always have a family, you know.
That's
Still,
true.
It is only gold. There are more important things at stake now.
Like love, true
Then you
love.
now own a magic map, Prince Alex. I will keep your ring out of sight for a few days.
Nice.
If you find anything else of great value in your travels, you can come back for your ring. I would hate to see it melted down for gold.
Okay.
Ah, and a warning about the map. It will only operate when you are out in the open and within sight of the sea. The limitation has
Okay.
something to do with the teleport spell ingredients. You might try the beach.
Okay.
Thank you. You are very kind. And I'll remember about the map.
All right. Well, hello, sir.
Suddenly, the old man in the concealing cloak sneaks past Alexander, and with a sneaky dart of his hand, steals a mint from the candy jar.
My
The
guy.
old man stuffs the mint into his mouth and wobbles unsteadily out of the pawn shop.
What is with this guy? He's very sus. Seconds later in the castle?
Master, I was observing in the village as you wished, and I saw a manger. I don't know, danger? No, a stranger there. He says, he's Prince Daventry of Daventry.
My guy?
You fool! You've been eating those mints again. I ordered you to stop that.
Yes, Master.
Now,
Uh-huh.
who did this stranger say he was?
Prince Salamander of Daventry, I think.
That's
You
the guy in the
idiot.
black cloak.
Are you trying to tell me that Prince Alexander of Daventry is here?
Yes.
Confound it! That's the young man Kassima met at Mordak's castle. The timing could not be worse.
Why?
Tell me, what is he doing?
He was in the pawn shop buying a magic smap.
Magic smap.
smap? What is this magic smap?
With the smap, he can travel to other islands. Master.
Mm-hmm.
That's a map, you dolt! Oh, drat it all! I thought I took care of the only means of travel. By my scimitar! I can't have him stirring things up. Not now!
Uh-oh, we're in
Get a
trouble,
hold of
guys.
yourself and listen carefully, Shamir. Go to the other islands and tell them...
Tell them what? Tell them what? Does he have anything else to say?
How fare you, good merchant?
Thankfully, I fare better than my business. My shop is as silent as the moon these days.
Oh. Alright, well, let's head to the beach then. Where did he go? Oh, well. I guess he's gone. I don't know where that guy went, but I feel like he's not the same guy as the one in the cloak. Maybe we should go visit the castle again real fast. Oh, wait, there's a bird there.
A nightingale perches on a high branch of the tree. She sings the most beautiful song Alexander has ever heard.
Oh, can we use our nightingale? We have a nightingale. Let's see.
Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale and
We're gonna,
places
like,
it on the
try and
ground.
capture the nightingale, maybe?
The mechanical nightingale sings a sweet, tinny tune. The real nightingale in the tree cocks her head and listens intently. The nightingale flies to a lower branch and looks at Alexander curiously, as if she were deciding that this human might not be so bad.
I don't know. Are we supposed... I don't know. Can we can't take the bird, right?
Although the nightingale seems interested in Alexander, she would never allow him close enough to grab her.
Yeah, okay. So, at least we know what we can use the nightingale for. That's cool. She's probably gonna fly away when we walk by? No. Okay. Well, that's cool. Alright. So if we talk to the guards... Now that we have some more information...
Alexander firmly addresses the guards at the Castle of the Crown, determined to get an audience with Kassima.
Good day, guard dogs. I am Prince Alexander of Daventry, and I would like...
Prince Alexander of Daventry? He's the one, Wolf.
See here now. We've been warned about you. Wazir al-Hazred has issued strict orders that you're not to be allowed anywhere near the castle.
Oh.
Me? But I haven't even met the Wizir.
Never mind your
Well,
excuses.
then.
You're on our list of undesirables and will not be getting into the castle today or any day. Now off with you.
Well, that's unfortunate. Is there anything over here? I don't see anything over here. Well, I guess let's head to the beach then and see what we can find on the other islands. So we have the nightingale there. Maybe there'll be something we can do with that. I don't know what exactly, but we'll have to see. Now, can we use our magic map?
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
All right. Isle of the Sacred Mountain, Isle of the Beast, Isle of the Crown, Isle of Wonder. I don't know where we want to go. Let's try
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
See what we have at the Isle of the Beast. Huh. Okay.
Tall, narrow trees abound on each side of the path.
There's a log here,
Nearby,
like
the
a
stump
hollow
of a
tree.
fallen tree still spreads its roots to the sea.
Can we reach in there?
If the tree stump is hiding anything, it's only local fauna. There's no need to disturb some creature's nest.
All right. Well, I guess let's head in. That doesn't look good.
An old abandoned hunter's lamp is hanging on one of the trees. Alexander wonders who might have hunted in these dense woods.
Well, we now know where our lamp is, but that doesn't look
lies
comfortable.
across the path. The water boils as if over some magical flame.
I don't think we have anything that will help with that. We may be stuck.
The forest is dotted with clumps of wild mushrooms.
Can we take any?
Alexander, not being an expert on poisonous mushrooms, decides not to take a chance on tasting the local variety.
Okay. Well, so we got to figure out some way to get that pond not hot. Okay. So there's not really a whole lot we can do on the Isle of Beasts yet.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Okay. What about Isle of the Sacred
Alexander
Mountain?
feels a strange pulling sensation.
What will we find here? Oh. There's a feather here?
Alexander notices an unusually large, coal-black feather lying on the beach.
Okay, let's take it.
Alexander takes the feather.
Okay, and we have
There's
a
an
flower.
ugly flower growing near the base of the
An
cliff.
ugly flower? Well, we take it too.
Alexander picks the flower and is startled by its hideously strong skunk-like odor. For a moment, he can smell nothing else.
Interesting. What is this?
There appears to be something etched into the face of the cliff. Alexander decides to get closer.
Okay. Ignorance kills, wisdom elevates.
The rock
Wisdom
has been etched by
elevates?
some unknown hand. One may need to read about the Logic Cliffs in the guidebook to the Land of the Green Isles in order to understand this mystical inscription.
Okay, is that the book we have? Let's see.
The rock.
Is that our book?
Alexander is carrying a book from the bargain table in the bookshop.
Is that which one we're talking about? Let's see.
Alexander opens the bargain book and reads a paragraph at random.
2 dulcimers raised to the degree of 40 half-dulcimers, divided into equal parts by the third of a cackle of grouse geese, put over the result of 10 fine mackles, albeit small fine mackles, stretched over the total of 53 1/8 bottles of wild beast lard.
That sounds like a very boring book.
Phew, what an incredibly boring book. No wonder the bookshop owner wanted to get rid of it so badly.
Exactly. I guess let's try the last
Alexander
island.
pulls out his magic map.
And we'll see what we've got there. The Isle of Wonder.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
What will we find there? Hello?
One of the oysters is sitting up in bed and doesn't look very happy. He seems to be the only one who can't sleep.
Also, there's a
In the
pink thing
oyster's
here.
mouth, Alexander can see a glint of white.
What
A
is this?
string of letters floats in the water. The letters
string
spell
of
out,
letters?
"Where are you going?" Alexander's heard of alphabet soup, but this is ridiculous.
Okay, can we take that?
Alexander wades into the sea to get the strange object in the water. The ocean currents tug at Alexander's legs. That object is just a bit out of reach.
Well, we can't get it here. We'll have to... Do we have, like, a fishing pole or something? No, we don't. We'll have to see about that. Let's talk to the clam.
Why aren't you asleep like the other oysters?
Oh, I'm so weary, but I can't sleep. I have a terrible ache in my mouth.
Really? Can we
What's
help?
wrong with your mouth?
No offense, but it hurts too much to talk.
Can we help?
What's wrong with your mouth?
Okay,
No
so...
offense, but it hurts too much to talk.
We don't have anything we could give, right? Can we tickle it? Like, make it open its mouth?
The little oyster looks far too grumpy to enjoy a good tickling.
Okay, so no. Can we...
Alexander hears someone coming.
Hello?
5 fierce guards of the isle we be. Watch for a foreign man, said he, with ears and nose, tongue, hands, and eyes. Its nature cannot be disguised. If man it be, then man it dies. Old Tom Troll, smell your smell. Do that which you do so well.
So they each have a sense. We could put the flower, but I don't think we can take care of all the senses, right? Can we just get out of here while we have a chance?
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Let's get back to the... Oh, wait. Oh, it came back. Okay, can we go back to the... It's right there. We can't. We gotta go. We gotta go.
That would serve no purpose.
We gotta go.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Let's go. Let's just go. It doesn't matter.
Alexander
go to a
feels a
different
strange
aisle.
pulling sensation.
And then we'll come back, right? Maybe we'll be okay. He'll, like, smell. We need to go back to the library and find out about that, right? But I want to see if we go back to the other island.
Map.
Does it stay away the
Alexander
whole time?
feels a strange pulling sensation.
Or did it only come closer once we triggered those weird creatures? I'm not sure. Yeah, like, it doesn't seem to want to help. So I think we go back to the Island of the Crown, to the library, right? And talk to the librarian, the bookshop owner.
Alexander
back
feels
here.
a strange pulling sensation.
And we'll see if he has any advice for us, right? So let's head on. All right. We got the bird there we still got to think about. What did he just throw away? Anything useful?
Alexander sorts through the odds and ends that the pawn shop owner dumped into the pot. Magic exploding gum wrappers, a shattered crystal ball, a cracked wand, a fake thumb. Near the bottom, Alexander finds a little glass bottle labeled ink. It appears to be empty, but Alexander decides to take it anyway. You never know when a small bottle will come in handy.
That's true. All right,
The
what is
battered
this?
chest does not interest Alexander. It's probably full of plain earthenware.
Okay, let's go into the shop.
Hello. I will be right up.
All right.
Now, what can I do for you?
All right, shopkeeper, can you tell me about the island? Hello?
How fare you, merchant?
Quite well, thank you. I just finished a wonderful book on geological rock formations. Fascinating.
I'm sure. What about this book? Let's see.
An odd-looking man is reading in the stuffed chair. He wears a vest, balloon-style pants, and pointed shoes. There's something deliberately silly about the man, as though he were a performer of some sort.
Okay, can we talk to him?
Good day, sir. Is there anything you can tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I'm sorry, but I have no time for idle conversation. I'm too worried about the princess.
What's wrong with the princess?
Excuse me again, sir. You mentioned the princess.
I told you I'm not interested in talking to strangers.
Do we have something we can give him? I don't know. Does he want a mint? Here, have a mint, sir.
Can I interest you in this?
No thanks. I find mint rather repulsive.
Oh, okay. What about this book you're reading?
Can I interest you in this?
No, thank you. Please let me read in peace, stranger.
What else do we have? Can we use this ink?
Alexander shakes the bottle and imagines he hears a faint swishing sound, but decides he is mistaken.
Is this like invisible ink? Can we write on our book with it? Let's see, can we write on the
It
book?
wouldn't be worthwhile to try and spice up the book by doing that.
Okay. Can we give you
Can
the
I
ink?
interest you in this?
No, thank you. Please let me read in peace, stranger.
But you're reading the book we want to read. I don't know. Okay, I think maybe we go try and face those little creatures, right? Worst case, we don't do it, right? We figure out what we're lacking. We could always go back to the pawn shop and trade the nightingale in. Let's see, there was the flute. What else was there? The tinderbox. Oh, no. What would we use the tinderbox for? I don't know yet. All right, let's go back to the Isle of the
Alexander
Beast
pulls out his magic map.
and see if we can face down those weird creatures. Now, I suspect as soon as we walk this way, this slip of whatever this is, letters, is going to appear. So, all right. Let's
Alexander
see.
hears someone coming.
Okay, so it's going to be the weird gnomes. If you listen to the rhyme.
Of the isle we be. Watch for a foreign man, said he, with ears and nose, tongue, hands, and eyes.
Right?
Its nature cannot be disguised. If man it be, then man it dies.
Okay, so let's see if we can fool them.
Old Tom Troll, smell your smell. Do that which you do so well.
Okay, so we gotta disguise our smell. Let's use the flower.
Alexander holds the flower of stench out to the gnome with the jumbo nose.
Tom Troll I am, that's all I'll be. My nose knows all on land and sea. A flower of stench has washed ashore. A flower 'tis all, and nothing more.
Oh boy. I think we messed up his nose.
Listen, hark you, broken oar. Do your duty as you swore. With your ears, please tell us more.
Okay, so he's gonna listen to us. Can we use the mockingbird or the nightingale?
Alexander winds the tin nightingale and
Let's
plays
see.
it for the gnome with the monumental ears.
Let's see, will this work? He's dancing. He must like it.
A nose is not a way to spy. My ears cannot be told a lie. A nightingale is all there be. No man is near, and so say me.
Okay, so that's 2 of them.
Taste, grump, that we might know whether friend or whether foe.
We got a mint. Let's put the mint on his tongue.
Alexander holds the mint out for the gnome with the gigantic mouth.
Grump knows a tasty treat. It matters not what others bleat. No danger is this one so sweet.
Okay.
Trilly dilly, use your hands. Is it beast or is it man?
Okay. So we can use...
Alexander
oops.
rubs the object against the rabbit's foot, hoping it will spread good luck.
Let's get the rabbit's foot and give it to him.
Alexander holds the rabbit foot out for the gnome with the huge hands.
And he'll feel the softness and be like, this isn't a man.
Be all you mad? What aileth thee? A bunny can't trill merrily. A hare does not at all taste sweet. A rabbit here is all we greet.
This is like the elephant. Oh, this is going to be the hardest one.
Never fatter. Vision can resolve this matter. Look you now and end this chatter.
Okay, so if this is not invisible ink, we're probably screwed.
Alexander pours
Please
the
be
contents
invisible
of the
ink.
empty-looking ink bottle over himself.
Please? Oh, it worked.
By all that's beauteous, fair, and sightly, 4 morons do I sleep with nightly. There's nothing there at all, I say. Enough of this. Let's now away.
4 morons. Well, we bypassed them. Nice. Hopefully we don't have to do that again.
Alexander did it. He's fooled the guards.
Nice. All right, can we take this slip of whatever it is now?
Alexander picks up the object floating in the water. It appears to be a string of letters. They say, "Where are you going?" Alexander decides to keep the odd sentence, even though it is incomplete.
I don't know what to do to help this guy yet, so I guess let's go explore. Let's see what's on this island.
A stick is stuck in the middle of the swamp.
It's a stick in the mud.
The fallen log has a good-sized knot or bump.
A bump on a log.
Milkweed thrives near the mucky swamp. Small bottles filled with milk grow on it like fruit.
Oh.
A large tree stretches knotted limbs out over the swamp. Part of the tree's trunk is shaped like the face of a dog. Why, it must be a dogwood tree.
Of course. Of course. Can we talk on the bump on a log?
That
Oh, it
bump
grows
on the
milk
log
bottles?
did not look particularly
Exactly.
conversational to Alexander.
What about the stick in the mud?
Alexander sees no point in trying to talk to that stick in the swamp.
Can we talk to the dog?
My dear tree, is it true that your bark is worse than your bite?
Can we take one of these?
Alexander takes a bottle of milk from the milkweed bush. Apparently, the dogwood tree doesn't like Alexander standing that close.
Alright. Maybe we can give the milk to the... Oh, wait. There's babies here. What's wrong with you?
Alexander takes a close look at the tomato on the ground. It appears to be darker than those on the vines.
What are you staring at there, boy? Go away, you rootless thing, you! Yeah!
Yep, that tomato is definitely rotten.
Oh boy. Can we take it?
Hey!
We
What
took
do you
a
think
rotten
you're doing
tomato.
here? Get your hands off me! Hey!
Alexander picks up rotten tomato and puts him away. One never
Okay.
knows when one will need a rotten tomato.
Alright, what about these guys?
Unless Alexander is mistaken, those plants must be baby's tears.
Do you want a bottle of milk? Maybe?
Alexander gives one of the baby's tears a bottle of milk. The other baby's tears seem to resent Alexander's gift for some reason.
Do we have anything we can collect their tears up with?
As much as Alexander might wish to comfort the crying babies, he feels a little awkward about picking them up. He's rather new at this.
What are these?
Is that lettuce growing in the garden? It looks a little chilled. Why, it must be iceberg lettuce.
Oh, we can use that on the other island.
Alexander picks a head of iceberg lettuce.
Nice. Is it... Wait.
Ye gads! Is that cold?
It's probably gonna melt, isn't it? I bet we gotta run right there. Let's run right there and see if this works. Will it work? Alright, map. It's probably already starting to melt.
Alexander is carrying a full head of a queer-looking lettuce made of ice. The lettuce is rapidly melting.
That's what I was afraid of. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to
Alexander
Island of the
pulls
Beast.
out his magic map.
Let's see. Will we be able to do this in time? That's the question.
Alexander
Isle of the
feels a
Beast?
strange pulling sensation.
Hopefully. Let's see. And then we go straight back. Okay, is the ice melted? Is this enough?
Hoping to cool down the boiling pond, Alexander throws in a head of iceberg lettuce.
Will it work?
The pond's water slowly stops boiling, cooled by the ice. It still looks hot, but bearable.
Can we take the lamp now?
Alexander decides to brave the steaming pond.
Ouch! Ow! Ooh, 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 ouch!
The pond is no longer boiling, but it's hardly bathwater. Alexander takes the old hunter's lamp from the tree.
Okay, so he did say something about maybe it would have a genie. So maybe we can find something that we can, like, can we just rub the lamp? Let's see.
Alexander rubs the lamp, but nothing happens.
Okay. Well, so we can trade him the lamp if he comes back, right?
As Alexander continues down the path, he gets the strange feeling that he's being watched.
Come on over here and see what I'm doing with these flowers. Never mind that stone fella on top of the gate. He won't hurt you any. He's just there to scare you.
No, your eyes are glinting.
A pleasant-looking middle-aged man is busy tending a small garden just past the wall. A stone archer sits atop the lintel of the gate like a silent guardian. His stone bow is tightly drawn and fitted with a single stone arrow.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The statue to the left of the gate shows a man kneeling down with his spear as though waiting for a target.
Yeah, that doesn't seem wise. Yeah, I don't think so.
A brick lies in the grass. It must have come from the old brick wall.
Let me take it.
Alexander picks up the brick.
I don't know what we do with that. I know we don't go through there, though. Do we? I don't know.
Come on through, I say. I can show you a path through the forest.
I don't think so, my guy. Can we throw the brick?
Alexander sees no use for that item there.
Can we throw it at the
Throwing
statue?
the brick at the stone archer might scratch his marble, but it won't stop the archer's vigilant watch over the path.
That's true. Can we throw it at you?
Perhaps you'd find this interesting.
Sure, bring it on over to this side of the wall where I can see it better.
Let's go with no.
You aren't gonna listen to me, are you? Well,
No.
We'll just see about that.
That's odd. The gardener just disappeared.
Yeah, that's not Cupid's arrow for sure. That seems like that would be instant death for Alexander, the end of our journeys. Alright, so I feel like we've made good progress. You know what? I want to do one more thing. Actually, let me see. Let me look at this
Alexander is carrying, oddly enough, a sentence. It says, "Where are you going?"
I wonder, there's several things we could try with this. You know, I have a lot of ideas of what we could do. We could maybe try giving the sentence to the nightingale. Maybe it can deliver it somewhere. We can try taking it to the cliff with the words. Maybe somehow using that on the cliff will help us get up the cliff. We also might need to try and go back to the library. Maybe there's something we can offer that guy that will get him moved so we can read the book. Because I think he's reading the book that we want to read. But I think that we will do that in our next episode. So if you like this kind of content, please make sure to like, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. If you want to watch live, we're on Twitch at twitch.tv/Liara27. I have my schedule posted in the about and in the description. And if you want to see which games we're playing each day, I post them on x.com/Liara27. And I hope you join me in the next one. Until then, guys, bye.